ATA for breaking up with my boyfriend because he lost my dog. Okay, Reddit. I really need some outside perspective here because my family is calling me dramatic and my friends are split. For context, I have a 4-year-old Shiba Inu mix named Hiko, who is literally my whole world. I adopted him from a rescue 3 years ago after I went through a really scary health situation, found a lump that turned out to be benign, but the whole ordeal gave me major anxiety that I'm still working through in therapy. Hiko has been my emotional support through everything, and anyone who knows me knows how much I love this dog. He sleeps on my pillow, has more toys than I have shoes, and I even cook him little meals sometimes because he's picky about kibble. My now ex-boyfriend Gerald and I had been dating for about 8 months. He's not really a dog person, but he seemed to tolerate Hiko okay, even though he would sometimes complain about the fur on his clothes or how much attention I gave to my dog. I always made it clear that Hiko was a package deal with me. Last week, my grandmother was hospitalized with pneumonia. She's okay now, thankfully. And I needed to travel to Connecticut to be with her for a few days. Gerald offered to watch Hiko at his place while I was gone. I was hesitant at first because Gerald had never watched Hiko alone before, but he insisted he could handle it and said it would be a good opportunity for them to bond. I made him a detailed schedule of Hiko's routine, packed all his favorite toys, his special food, and went over everything multiple times before I left. I specifically told Gerald that Hiko is not good off leash and tends to run if spooked, so under no circumstances should he be without a leash outside. I checked in with Gerald multiple times a day while I was gone, and everything seemed fine. He sent me pictures of Hiko sleeping or playing, and I felt relieved that things were going well. Then, on the 3rd day, I called Gerald in the evening and he sounded weird. I asked what was wrong, and he hesitated before telling me that Hiko was missing. My heart literally stopped. Apparently, Gerald had taken Hiko to a park near his apartment, not a dog park, just a regular park, and thought it would be fine to let him off leash for just a minute because he seemed calm. A cyclist rode by, Hiko got spooked, and he bolted. Gerald spent a couple hours looking for him but couldn't find him, and the worst part? This had happened that morning and he was only telling me now, like 8 hours later, because he didn't want to worry me and thought he could find Hiko himself. I immediately lost it. I was sobbing and screaming at him through the phone, asking how he could be so irresponsible when I specifically told him never to let Hiko off leash. His response? It's just a dog, Tammy. We can get you another one if we need to. I literally saw red. I told him I was coming back immediately, and I booked the first train I could get. During the entire 3-hour journey back, I was posting in local Facebook groups, calling shelters, and coordinating with friends to start searching. Gerald's updates were minimal. He said he put up a few flyers, but had to go to work so he couldn't keep searching. He even had the audacity to text, "I'm sure he'll turn up. Dogs always do." When I got back to the city, I went straight to the park where Hiko was last seen. I didn't even bother going to Gerald's place first. My friend Denise met me there with supplies, more flyers, treats, Hiko's favorite squeaky toy. We searched until 2 a.m., calling his name and asking everyone we saw if they'd seen a Shiba mix. No luck. The next morning, I created a proper missing dog poster with a good photo and a reward offer, and my friends and I plastered them everywhere. Gerald texted asking if I wanted to come over after I was done with the dog thing, and I couldn't believe how dismissive he was being. I told him I wouldn't be coming over at all, and that we needed to talk once Hiko was found. Long story short, after 2 days of searching, putting up posters, and calling every shelter within 20 miles, a woman from 3 neighborhoods over called me. She had found Hiko hiding under her porch, scared but unharmed. I broke down crying when I saw him. He was dirty and tired but otherwise okay. The relief I felt was indescribable. After getting Hiko settled at home, I went to Gerald's place to talk. I told him I couldn't continue our relationship because his carelessness put Hiko in danger, and his reaction afterward showed me that he didn't respect something that was incredibly important to me. He got defensive, saying I was overreacting and choosing some mutt over our relationship. That just confirmed I was making the right decision. Here's where I might be TA. My family thinks I'm being ridiculous for ending an otherwise good relationship over just a dog incident. My mom said Gerald made a mistake, but it wasn't malicious, and that I'm throwing away a good thing. Some of my friends agree with her, saying I should at least give him another chance. I don't think I can get past this. It's not just that he lost Hiko. Accidents happen. It's his complete disregard for my explicit instructions, waiting hours to tell me, barely helping with the search, and then being so dismissive about the whole thing.